Hi, it's me. Surprise! I just wanted to share. I don't have a lot of time because my battery's almost dead. But I've been out here sitting. Let's see, how do I feel? Well, I'll just do it this way. Just sitting. I fixed up the fire pit and I fixed up a little area to sit because I'm an outdoor person. I like to be out in nature. And today I saw or got word again that yet another of our friends and family group have graduated to heaven. And I'm really excited for her. She was an amazing woman. But I'm like, wow, I'm really not that old. And we've had, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 7 people in like the last week, 10 days that have graduated and gone to heaven. And honestly, you can't be anything but excited for them. But it makes for accountability. It's really, this is my time of year anyway that I do an accountability check because, hey, it's the first of the year. You look at, and if you look at my post about this time, it's like, hey guys, this is the first of our year. So if you're tithers, then if you give a minimum of 10%, then a tenth of your year is 1.2 months. Well, then that, if you break it down into an easy, get it done and get it over with, you pay out your first tenth, then that means the first 1.2 part, so that's January and part of February, would be months that you, in my opinion or in my thoughts, they're God's months. They're His days and weeks and times to give to Him, for Him to use, to work, to listen to Him, to walk with Him on journeys of insight and revelation and just quiet times. And this has been a very packed full season at the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020, which already feels like a very long year. And with having one of my friends get the call that her daughter was in Iraq and killed, that's younger than my son, and I know the grief, I know the sorrow that she's experienced in her past. Some people just seem to have more than others, and some people ask for it. They bring it on themselves. Others don't. In this case, she doesn't. She is such a strong woman for walking through the things that she's walked through, and she's been able to stand on top of, to raise these amazing children, and to speak into other people's lives and to support her husband in a phenomenal way as he pastors and leads and ministers to other people. And then I look at my life, which is my thing anyway. And I'm like, you know what? Here I am busy doing all this stuff that other people want, and other people have expectations, or other people put demands, or other people didn't want to do, so they left it for me to do. And this is my year to be more accountable, to be more focused and purposed on knowing who I am, knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, and what I am doing. Is it truly lined up with what I am doing? Is it in that journey? Is it a motion, an effort, a thought, a word, a deed, a rest, a pause, whatever that applies to and gets me even one step closer with that well done goal in the end? So, my friend, if you saw my Facebook post, I shared the post, which was her final post before she graduated to heaven, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal. I'm like, well, what are my last words gonna be? What's my last action? I don't want to know what my last is. I want to know what my current is. And that's what last night I pondered. And I was in my mind processing all of this before I awoke and found out about my friend in her celebration. And I'm like, there are things that I do because it's expected of me, or other people want me to do it so that they can achieve what they want to achieve. And that's all fine and good, because we are like a big puzzle and our pieces all fit together, and what I do really does impact other people, and what they do impacts me. And if those 4 puzzle pieces, or 6 or 8 depending on the shape of your puzzle, that go and surround your puzzle, if those aren't in place, and if I'm not in place in my linked puzzle places, then the rest of things just don't come together. It's just a puzzle. You can't force a piece where it's not, well, you can force a piece where it's not supposed to be, and it can be disguised or be close, but not quite it. But if it's not it, then the puzzle doesn't go together right, and it's all off. And sometimes you're down to the final bits of the puzzle, and then you realize, I can't finish this. There's a piece that's off somewhere, that's like way back in the puzzle, and so you have to rework it, so you can get that puzzle put together properly and get it finished and completed. Well, some things in life you can rework and you can do, or you can move on and not have to rework. You can just make it go, like when you knit or crochet an afghan. Yeah, you can leave the flaw in there. But when you're putting a puzzle together and you have specific pieces and specific spots and a specific function, you really can't. Okay, well, my brothers and my dad would consider getting out an X-Acto knife to cut the puzzle piece to where it's supposed to go. And probably my husband and sons have thought the same. It just don't work, guys. It don't. So this is just kind of my ponder time. So I'm just out here thinking about, and yeah, it's a little scary, because I'm going to be changing a lot of what I do or don't do. My focus and my intent are going to become more precision, and some of you just may thrive and link arms with me and soar with me, and others of you that I love dearly may decide it's not for you. It's not something you want to link arms with, and I'll miss you. It'll sadden my heart, but I have to be prepared for that, because when you go through that refiner's process, you've got to get rid of the things that are holding you back and the things that aren't yours. The people that can't come alongside and be a positive for you and you a positive for them. And it's okay. It's okay to bump into them occasionally. I get that. I love living out in the country. So anyway, guys, I just want to challenge you. Do an audit. Do an audit on your life. Do an audit on your actions, and see what needs to be cut out. Instead of coming up with a reason to say no to someone when someone asks you to do something, I would challenge you in 2020 that when someone asks you to do something, let it be a no first, and then you have to look and come up and search for a reason to say yes. Okay? So I'm doing a part of yesterday, if you were a part of the kickoff, because some of you know that I do Young Living as one of the tools in our toolbox. It's one of the tools that I use with my practitioner, some of the modalities that I do in there. We started a new me in 90 days. And it's not all about doing specific whatever, it's picking what's in your life and what you need to do. And so this is part of my hashtag new me in 90, is making sure it's a no and I look for a yes as to what I feel my life and my time with, where I'm investing my time and my energy, how I'm stewardshiping. So I love you guys. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear the things that your focus and purpose. I would love to, if you want, give me a shout out, and let's get you a new me in 90-day goal and see what your goals are going to be, and let's share them in here. Love you guys. Thank you for your time. Bye.